Tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. Bringing them out is the 29-year-old quarterback who played his college ball at Auburn, Cam Newton.
2 years after leading the Panthers to the Super Bowl, he did get them back into the playoffs in 2017. Unfortunately, they fell in the first round. Just 206 yards passing per game, the lowest total of his career. But I think a lot of that was due to injuries on the offensive line and the lack of big-time weapons outside. The Panthers in the last 2 drafts, though, have tried to address that. Look for those numbers to climb up again for Cam Newton.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
On the ball. Hey!
On second down, McCaffrey trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. And the offensive starters for the Panthers.
By now, you know I love running backs, and C.J. Anderson caught my eye in a big way in 2017. His first 1,000-yard season on the ground, a little bit over 1,000 yards with 1,007, but over 1,200 yards from scrimmage. So you know you can catch it out of the backfield as well. An exciting runner, a powerful runner, and a guy who can be physical when necessary.
On the end around, here comes Smith. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 4th down.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Set. 180. Gun.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Zach Brown not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's Newton now on second down. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down. Now Newton on first down. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Mason Foster in there to get him for a loss of 5. McCaffrey. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
To throw on third down. Newton, he's going to fire one deep left side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And the Panthers coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, here's Newton. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
20.
Now Newton. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Nice connection there with Ian Thomas, a rookie out of Indiana. And he's one of those guys that I truly believe his best football is ahead of him. Always has been a consistent blocker. His receiving gets better and better. I thought in 2017 with IU, he was terrific. And now, he gives a great addition to the Carolina Panthers passing game.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Over the middle to Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. On 3rd down, Newton. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
This is where you need to rely on your offensive line, and you tell the person carrying the football, no dilly-dallying around, no trying to hit the home run. Just hit the hole hard and get in there for a 1st down.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Now Newton. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 1st down.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And his throw is incomplete. It was Orlando Scandrick the one that time to knock it away.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
Here's Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, here's Newton. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
It's caught by Funchess. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Newton. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Newton being chased out left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
I can't say that I was really in love with the play call there. A draw in that situation, I know it's a risk-reward call. If it works, he walks in. But otherwise, you're bringing up a really tough 4th down situation.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They get it to him running left, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost. just to get back to even. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw on third down. Newton, he's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
The previous play is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's fourth. They will go for it. Now Newton. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan coming in. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Carolina getting set to take the field. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Newton on first down. And this will complete right inside the bunches. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. On first and 10, Newton. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Jonathan Allen able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Play action. It's Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
3rd and long. It's Newton. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And they try and run for this. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. On first down, Newton. And his throw here is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Newton on second down. Buying time to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here's Newton. Airing it out for Olsen. And that's caught inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we're into the 2nd half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
And Gano's kick is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wear down the other defense. We'll see. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They snap it to Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. We are inside of 1 minute. Only one timeout left, so they've got to move quickly.
Get up to the line of scrimmage. Make sure they're set. No penalties in this situation, but you're exactly right. Conserve that timeout for when they really need it.
Newton to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. Now it's Newton. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling. Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turn
and they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Now Newton with his first throw in OT. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got...
Seen the best of them, Jando. When they find a life in the can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phone. Hey, my have an all white rank.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Brady now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Brady will try again on second down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Sony Michel, his first carry. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On second down, Michel. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Keep it, boys!
Now Brady on the bootleg. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, here's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
A play fake for Burkhead. Now Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. It's a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 29 yards. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. A first down throw for Winston. And his first pass is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
A second down throw for Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Let's go. It's time to play.
First down, Winston. From right side, taken in by Godwin. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Jameis to throw it. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23. On 1st and 10, Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Open space inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Charles Sims. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On play action, now Brady. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Let's go.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st down, Brady steps away, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage.
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to be a quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
2nd down, Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for Winston. He's got Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 38 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
49, 50.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. To Decker over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On that quick throw, what do you think? Possibly something they saw at the line to go there?
Possibly a game plan, and you notice they went with an empty backfield. No backs there to help with pass protection, so you have to have a counter to that because you know they're probably going to bring pressure when they see an empty backfield, so you get rid of the ball quickly. Quick drop, ball's out of the quarterback's hands, keeps it from getting hit, and they get a completion.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go, let's go! Let's go! Let's go out. No, 66.
On the handoff, it's Michelle. And he's got some space here. Fighting through, he's got space. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing, Winston. He gets it to Sims, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has...
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the...
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Jameis now on first down. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jeremy Hill was the one he was trying to hit there. And now it's second down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-on throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Brady now on first down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And it's Michel once again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48, and to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Edelman was the intended target.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Jameis now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A first down throw for Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yards.
yardage. Okay.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he's got this one down to the 10. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And he pushed it right. It's no good. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Bucks ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a play fake. Brady under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
20! 20!
Here's Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A gain of 39 that time. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A handoff to start the drive to Sims. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Again, they run with Sims. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. On is Chandler Catanzaro now for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all, and the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close, and close quickly.
Let's go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Set. Shadow.
And they take a knee. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Wait. Wait. Wait.
Now Brady got to have this one. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vinny Curry in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Let's go.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. One final try now for Brady. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with 1 in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.